Mercadorpus Outpost, a Jagni tribe stronghold. That's more like it. That's a gnote, easy prey for Lupa-Lupin. For everyone else, they're a perfect mount and easily tamed if they are kept fed. The Tree of Life still... That's a resource totem, a monument left behind by those that picked scrap, trying to keep the area clean. It's the chug yard. Locked. Locked solid. The board mainly has posts from those that used to work at the chug yard back in the days gone. They don't make much sense these days. Not much more to say about the board, but Gizmo is holed up in the underyard here working on that Mekton of his. The Toxanol Corporation used to run chugger-chuggers out of here, big machines on rails with smokestacks that fouled the air. They can carry you anywhere you like. Well, anywhere that they go to, and then you can leg it from there. You're on the right track. Keep your eyes open. Tribes always scavenging for scrap, and the yard has plenty to go around. But they should have stuck to looting instead of playing around with sprockets. Bomper Bonker's busy ram-banging the door. This is your chance. You're low on health. In the face. Used up all your key energy. Deadly. Don't distract this beastie. It's working. Tribes always scavenging for scrap, and the yard has plenty to go around. But they should have stuck to looting instead of playing around with sprockets. Punch time. Watch it. Knock 'em flat. This could be the beginning of the end of everything. Bomper Bonker's busy ram-banging the door. This is your chance. Let's see. Body blow. Yes, you can do anything. The sky's the limit. Now, let's take this back to Earth. Wow, you really took that all the way down to the end, in flames. Everything is at stake. It's a wonder some of these up and downs still work. Guess they built machines better in the past. The spent nuclear fuel that Toxanol dumped in the surf had detrimental effects on the marine habitats, while the overflowing landfills contaminated the groundwater. Combined, this sent their world hurtling on an inevitable road to ruin. I need to brush up on my Wando, but I have a feeling he believes it was you that caused the bang at the yard. Oh, and he says he knows you. You used to call him Gizmo. He gave you the oil-greased hands when he taught you how to upcycle. Gizmo remembers you as a nice kidling, and he can still sense the warmth of your good heart. But Gizmo says how you experience a memory can be different. You know the story, but sometimes the truth it brings is personal. He hopes you remember that one time he taught you to upcycle, and hopes you've had some use for it over the years. He understands history made Lupin a big part of your past, your present, and soon, your future. You still believe there's some good in everyone. You still have hope for tomorrow. He says you should know that what's meant to be will always find a way, but history shouldn't consume you. Gizmo encourages that. You should forgive, but never forget. It'll provide some comfort to your soul and keep the memory of lost loved ones in your heart.
Fan that flame!
Wait, no! Bright light blinds! It's dangerous!
I've got all the cold sick burns you need, Dark.
Oh, do you have to insult me over this?
I don't have to, but I want to.
Hard to believe the world is actually going to survive. Just seemed impossible till now. Grateful to you for coming back and doing your best to change things. You were the only chance they had. Wonders if you liked working with the Myriad. They always seemed so centered and so seeking. But that's not important now. Gizmo says it's taken a long time to bring the past up to the present, and where you go from here is up to you. You need to set the past aside, at least for now. He can't leave the Underyard as he has no protection against the vacuum in the dead zone. So you need to salvage scrap to upcycle the Mekton, starting with the old crate outside. You should return when you've retrieved the scrap. There's no time to waste if you want to make the Mekton strong enough to fight the Jumbo Puff. There are more crates from before the apocalypse left out in the wild. Easy to find if you keep an eye out. You should be able to gather enough scrap to upgrade the Mekton from them. Gizmo wants to help if he can. Says it's good to see you out here at this time of night. Thinks if you like riding gnoats, you should say thanks to Noko in the gnoat pen. She takes care of them. So, says you covered the important things already. Gizmo wants to help if he can. Says goodbye to you. Looks like the switches need to be turned to match so enough charge can flow through the conductors. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. The night time is the right time. There's short of breath and death to this zone. Better take care. He who half breathes, half lives. That's the leftover you're looking for. Conserve your wind. Ooh-wee, that's biohazard. Maybe you'll grow into that. Your lungs aren't built for this. He says that's enough to get the Mekton functional. You'll have an engine, a fuel soaker, a gun and a gathering net, but no armor, nor enough oxygen supply. Something he devised to salvage valuables from the ground. There are usually spots hidden beneath puddles of oily goo where you can use the net. He's been working on another project for the Mekton, a cannon, but it needs ammunition, and by that he means the scripts. He says if they're trained right, they'll turn into a distraction for the jumbo puff. The best way to find scripts is to go talk to Moog. He knows the ins and outs of every breathing thing left alive after the apocalypse. Unfortunately, this means you'll have to venture farther out into the dead zone than Moog's camp on the steep depot. Once you find Moog, he'll be able to give you directions to where you'll find scripts. It's a little feisty and tough critter, a perfect fit for a live ammunition, if you ask him. Can you navigate by starshine? The grease monkey's Mekton is built sturdy, just like himself. Can you imagine how this place used to look before the dead oil flood? Might want to hold your breath before you head any further. You're about to witness the breathtaking vistas of what's known as the Dead Zone. seemed like this night might never end. That over there is Steepo Depot, the cliffside that Moog hangs on to.
Inmo Diava. Amanka.
This one's impressed to see you out here. He figured you'd be dead by now. Not many are as tough and clever as you must be.
Ahai Arin Kashumai.
Says he's a monster haunter. The best you'll ever see. Moog says that all your power doesn't do you a bit of good if you're not willing to pull the trigger when the time comes.
Mich.
Choosing what to kill and what to spare are the most important decisions you'll make.
Baskilka Michael Tagukal.
You might have a steady aim, but you need to be sure that you pick your targets with care.
Intabadam Waksuva.
It's hard to make those life or death decisions for others, but someone's got to do it. Otherwise, they'll do it themselves, and you know they'll miss.
Yamafore Domedachunka.
Claims he mostly kills whoever he doesn't like.
Eversund.
Says it's wild that the world seems to be coming back, but he supposes that means more monsters for him to shoot.
La Fea Nuch.
Wonders why you work so hard to keep things alive. Bullets help thin the herd instead.
Bodse.
Says you should give up on working with the stubborn myriad. He keeps trying to put out their lights and they keep putting up new ones.
La Fea Nuch.
Says they keep the monsters away. He needs them closer, not farther.
Vaxa u Intabadan.
But enough of that, right?
Vaxa u Intabadan.
He says the wildlife, nature, has changed and turned against us. Instincts of survival took over when the world changed. He's not sure about their veggie diet anymore, and if it's changed, who knows what it's done with the chemical composition of their body output. Right now, though, he feels he's come to a point where he's got a pretty clear idea on the whereabouts of monsters, both tall and short. Says as big as they are, the world is bigger. To find where they are, you need to see where they've been. Moog says you must learn to walk before you can run. It takes practice before you can call yourself a monster hunter. Fortunately for you, he can help. He understands you need to start off with something small before you go big. There's no better place to start than a squip cave. Hunting down a couple of these little critters for yourself should keep you on your toes. Says you stick to the haunting and shots present themselves later. Let's see. Nothing but dead air here. Feel that power. That's just nasty. Biohazards make you puke. No. Imagine. You could just go to a place like this to get a proper meal back in the old world. Cut that one down. Flying fists. You look like you've been doing this your whole life. Getting swole. Seems like a peculiar item. Not accomplished enough for that yet. Gulp in some air. It's the Scrip hole-up. The place is just filled with critters. Who needs a weapon? Not much left of that one. Your arm. Need the right key. Once the volatilization from the nuclear waste evaporated, a volatile gas rose through the soil and infested structures, even Toxanol's own buildings. So, in a way, they caused their own death. This is an epic already. How it ends is up to you. Oh, idea. Go knock the lid off that sludge truck. It'll fill the place up and you can get up to that entrance there. Hold on to it. Stuck with you now. You need to line up the switches so they match. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. Every day comes with a new chance to save the world. Climbed right in. This Mekton is much more graceful than it looks. Seems strong enough.
Sit up. Brother.
He says that's enough scrips to sustain the Mekton's claw crane cannon with infinite ammunition. Well done. It's not his cleanest invention so far, but it gets the job done. Use it to suck up gooey oil puddles in the Mekton's way so you can pass. Gizmo's made vehicles before to confront the Jumbo Puff himself, but failed. But this time, it's different. The Mekton will be strong enough to do the job. It's time to put a stop to the World Eater now. Otherwise, he fears the damage it's caused to the tree already will be too much to handle. There's time to improve the Mekton before you confront the Puff. There are more wreck boxes out in the dead zone with gear you should be able to equip the Mekton with on your own. He got the idea to build the Mekton when he found a big crate containing the metal frame for something Toxanol had named an exoskeleton. Gizmo wants to help if he can. Says you should watch yourself if you're heading further east. They'd had trouble there with a bandit camp. Understands you have things to do. Gizmo wants to help if he can. Says you'll see each other later.
PlayStation